everyone. Welcome back. Cold, chilly, rainy day in Los Angeles. So happy to be here practicing with you all. We'll move our bodies, get going in a flow today. I hope you're keeping up, and I know there's not as many classes lately coming up live daily, but I do hope to improve that, as I mentioned to you all, as we get into the new year. But we are getting on here a couple times at least a week, but take advantage of those over 600 classes that are available on the channel. Enjoy the practice. Make sure you have something to drink if you want to listen to music and on anything you want, or you can pull up our Spotify under my name, Joe Komar, and you can pull up one of the playlists and for a flow class. But really, let's just get into it and enjoy moving our bodies a bit today. These rainy days in LA, these are few and far between for us, so it's nice to notice a lot of people landing on their mat at the studio today. So enjoy yourself. And we're going to turn to face the top of your mat. Take your knees mat width apart, and then slide your bum back into your heels and start in child's pose. Bring your forehead down onto the ground. And feel your elbows connect into the mat. And you can get a light shoulder stretch here if you kind of turn your elbows in towards each other. And let's really notice the difference if you keep your left arm where it is and then bring your right arm back by your side. And so we just took the stretch out of the right shoulder, bringing it to an extended state. A light breath in through your nose, out through your nose. At the end of your exhale, switch. Bring your right arm forward. And set your elbow back, feel the shoulder, and then release your left arm down by your side. Shoulder flexion to shoulder extension. And full breath in, full breath out. At the end of your exhale, bring your left arm back in front. And start to stretch your arms out. You can even hover your head an inch or so. Take your gaze up towards the top of your mat. You can feel yourself, your hands grounding down, elbows wrapping in. And let's take a few breaths in stretching the horizontal expansion across your shoulder blades. And sitting back as deeply as you can into the hips, into your hip creases. As you ground down through your shins, let's come forward and let your tailbone lift as you come forward. So the arms remain straight. Your belly falls out, and you find yourself into a broad base, cow shape. Pull your chest through, take your gaze up. As you start to lower your chin down, exhale, move your hands back about 6 inches. Press through your palms, tuck your tail, and feel the roundedness. And through your back, through your spine, a dome shape. You can keep the cap back. Now step your knees in so they're hip-width distance apart. And inhale, drop the belly, open the chest, bring your gaze forward. And exhale, tuck the chin, round through your spine. A nice even breaths. Inhale to extend, belly out. And the arms remain straight, look forward. Exhale, tuck the chin, round through the spine. Let's do one more. Inhale to extend. And exhale, tuck round, feel the navel draw in and up. Inhale to a flat back, reset your hands, especially those days you're getting a lot of sensations in your wrist. Tuck your toes, exhale, and press up and back into a downward facing dog. And it's funny, as I talk about a rainy day in LA, the sun starts to pop out, of course. Our rainy day is like maybe a half day of light drizzle. Spread your fingers. You can pick up where you're feeling it today. If you get some sensation in your middle back, that's a good place. And to wake it up, loosen some of the grip you might be holding in your side bodies underneath your ribs. And keep your arms straight. Bring your big toes together in your down dog. And little baby steps, walk your feet forward and come all the way up to the top of your mat. And big toes together, let your head drop. Hands on the back of the head, interlace the fingers. And let your elbows wrap in around your ears, around your forehead. And feel good. Rock some weight into your toes, back into your heels. And so until we're connected breath to body, right, this stuff can feel a little fragmented. And that's why we start with the movement of the sun salutation. Take your hands down onto the mat. Exhale, release all the air from your lungs. And together, inhale, lift halfway. We can go hands to shins to a flat back. And exhale, take a bow, forward fold. Inhale to rise, stand up, arms over your head, reach. Exhale, bring your hands into your heart center. Inhale, circle the arms overhead, reach up. Exhale, bow, fold in, hands to the mat. Inhale, lift halfway, lengthen your spine. And bend the knees, plant the hands, step back into your high plank. And set your left hand 2 inches out in front, spread the fingers, turn to the outer edge of your left foot, and then draw your right arm up. Create the T-arms. If this is a lot and straight away, you can step your right foot in front of your left leg and support. Sometimes people will drop their left knee, right? I'd rather you bring your right foot around the front of the left leg and keep lifting that bottom hip. That's what we're training. And stay strong through the upper back, square, and bring your right hand down. Step your right foot back if you had it supporting. Feel your body. Take a breath and plank. And to the outer edge of your right foot. And stack your hips, legs straight, and take your left hand down. Pivot square, come back into the plank. Feel your legs, take a breath in. Exhale, lower halfway down. Notice the elbows to the ribs. The arms bend to 90 degrees. Press back up, and then draw your hips back. All right, this way the shoulders stay back away from the ears. And the idea is to not let your shoulders roll and wrap around the sides of your neck. So if you have tight shoulders, take your hands a little bit wider. And then keep working the inner V and through your whole body, tailbone up. Inhale, lift the heels, gaze forward. Exhale, bend the knees, take 2 steps to the top of the mat. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise, stand up, arms overhead, reach. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Inhale, circle the arms up overhead. Exhale, dive, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway, lengthen the spine. And plant the palms. Exhale, step back. Keep your arms straight. Turn your elbows in. Draw with your low belly on the inhale. Exhale, lower halfway down, chaturanga. Tops of the feet, inhale, upward facing dog, back bend. Exhale, scoop the belly, come back into your downward facing dog. Right, and I couldn't even do these practices without the breath, even though I'm talking. And you'll notice me when I'll find the opportunity in between the instruction to take a deep breath. And it's absolutely necessary when it comes to in the practice of yoga that you're breathing and you're allowing the energy of the breath and to take you through the movement of your body. Bring your big toes together. Lift your heels, bend the knees. Exhale, walk or light hop to the top. Inhale, halfway lift. The legs are straight. Exhale, dive, forward fold. Inhale, rise, stand up, reach the arms. Exhale, bring your hands into your heart center. Inhale, circle the arms up overhead. Exhale, dive, forward fold, hands to the mat. Inhale, lift halfway. Now you're moving. Plant the palms, step or jump back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, back into your downward facing dog. And so remember how you set up on your left palm for that side plank. Keep your left hand rooting, look to your palm, step your right foot through. Left palm is down, arm is straight, like side plank, reach your right arm up. Keep your gaze at the top edge of your mat. And keep lifting the breath from your inner left thigh. You can feel the length all the way through the crown of your head. On your exhale, bring your right hand down, lower your left knee to the ground. Turn your left foot to the right so you angle the shin across the mat. And now start to pull your hips back, let your gaze soften down to the ground. And so your left hip is stacked over your left knee. And then see if you move your left hand forward a little bit more, drop the chin, and see if you can get your upper back. We're getting to the lat muscle to stretch. And slide your left hand back. Turn your left foot out. Tuck your back toes. Exhale, lift off of your knee. Stay low. And ground your feet on your exhale. Sweep the arms by your sides. And feel your arms, shoulder blades wrap into your spine. Reach back. Feel the feet. Feel that lift you up out of your hips. Great. Take your hands down to the ground. Inhale, kick back and up. Three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee to your right elbow. Inhale, kick back. Press the mat away. Exhale, knee to your left elbow. Inhale, kick back and up. Exhale, knee to your nose. Check it out. Look forward, kick back, three-legged plank. Bend your arms, chaturanga. Right foot down, inhale, up dog. Exhale, take it back, downward facing dog. And recall the awareness of the side plank through your right arm, so your right palm is set. And step your left foot in between your hands. Keep your right palm set. Twist, reach your left arm up. And there's always something you can give. There's always something to receive. And keep working the breath deeply and as evenly as you possibly can. On your exhale, bring your left hand down. Soften your right knee to the ground. Turn your right foot to the left. Angle your shin. And keep your hands where they are, and then draw your hips back a little bit. And this may take a second. Get your breath about you, and then reach your right fingers forward. Let your chin drop, and see if we can get this lat on the right side into stretch. Slowly bring your right hand back. Turn your right foot out behind you. Tuck the toes. Exhale, lift the knee. Feel your feet. Sweep the arms by your sides. Yes, draw your wrist up. Pull your chest forward. Feel that lift you out of your hips. And straight and strong through your right leg. Take an inhale. Exhale, bring your hands down to the ground. Inhale, kick back. Three-legged dog. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Inhale, kick back, three-legged dog. Exhale, left knee, right elbow. Inhale, kick back. Exhale, knee to your nose. Look forward, kick back, three-legged plank. Exhale, bend your arms, chaturanga. Feet down, inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, take it back, downward facing dog. Legs are a little longer. Feet hip width. You should feel your inner thighs and pulling up as your hands are rooting down. And stay in your down dog. Take your right toes to the back of the mat. And take your left ankle, cross it in front of your right. Right, now pivot your right heel down. And the weight is into your left hand. And reach your right arm over your head. Out the way we came in, gaze down, bring your right hand as you pivot your right heel up, and then step your left foot back inside, bring your right foot forward a little bit. And breathe in your down dog. And switch, left toes to the back of the mat. Right ankle crosses in front of your left. And pivot your left heel down, weight into your right hand, and then reach your left arm up and over. Feel it, left arm straighter, Be more straight. And connect to your belly. Feel your oblique. Bring your gaze and left hand down. Pivot your left heel high. And step your right foot back inside. Bring your left foot forward. And take a breath in. Big toes together. And bend the knees. Exhale, walk or float to the top. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise. Stand up, arms reach. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. Palms together, shoulders back, bend your legs, sit in the squat. Rock the weight into your toes, rock the weight into your heels. Feel a little rocking chair in the soles of your feet. Keep the weight into your heels, sweep the arms back. Sit down a little deeper, reach your arms up. Feel the draw, this length we've created through your side bodies. And then we're going to work on extending through your spine. Pull your heart up a little bit more. Yes, stand up, right hand to your left wrist. Drop your chin, belly in. And pull your wrist up and over to the right. Your bodies love to hold on to the tension and through the outer hip flexion. And feel your feet ground. Inhale, rise back to center. And left hand to your right wrist, pull up and over. And breathe in, come back to center. Separate your palms so they face. Flex your core, open your chest. And cactus your arms, lift your chin. Feel your feet, breathe in, reach your arms up. Exhale, take a bow, forward fold, hands to the mat. Inhale to lift halfway. Plant the palms, you can step or float, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog through your vinyasa, tops of the feet. And exhale, take it back, and downward facing dog. And 3 breaths in your down dog. Gaze to your hand, step your right foot through. Weight into your left hand. 3rd iteration, turn to the outer edge of both feet. So I'm on the outer edge of my left foot. I'm turning to the pinky toe side edge, but then I'm drawing the hips back to the right and to reach the right arm up. Okay, this will get us a little bit more stretch into the outer right hip. And bring your gaze, right hand down, pivot everything back square. And then lift your left leg up, come into the standing splits or your variation of. All right, if we're pulling up the right leg, and walk both hands to your right calf, and keep lifting your left leg higher. And feel it as you bring your palms together in front of your heart, chest out in front, and then use your upper back and bring your left knee through. Wrap it over your right leg, sit down, and your palms stay together in front of your heart. And see how deep you can sit and squeeze through your inner thighs. A great balance, body awareness. Unwrap your left leg, step back, arms by your sides, power lunge. Set through your left foot. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, warrior 2, pivot your back heel down. Inhale to reverse your warrior, reach up and back. Exhale, cartwheel your hands, top of the mat. Pivot your back heel high, kick your right leg back. 3-legged flow, chaturanga, elbows in, feet down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, take it back, downward facing dog. Tailbone high, you can feel this working through your pelvis. It's all related, it's all connected from the outer hips to the inner thighs, into your flexors, into your glutes. Look at your hands and step your left foot in between. Okay, 3rd iteration, right palm down, outer edge of both feet. Okay, sometimes you got to walk that left foot back. Now the hips want to slide out. Push the hips back in. Reach your left arm up. Good, what it's doing through your side body. Bring your gaze and left hand down. Ooh, pivot square. Come forward, right leg lifts. Standing splits. Pull up through your thigh. As you're drawing up through your thigh, and you're not going to be dumping the weight into your low back. One or both hands to your left calf. All it takes for us into balance is the focus on the breath. The body will respond, palms in front of your heart. Pull your chest forward. Use the upper back. Bring your right knee through. Wrap your right leg over your left leg. And then sit down. You just made a shelf for your right leg. Sit down and get your butt lower. Palms together connects you to your belly. Sit down. This is in your outer hip flexors. If they're tight, then you're simply going to be a little bit higher. Nice and easy, unwrap your right leg. Step back, arms by your sides into your lunge. Inhale, arms reach up, shoulder stack. Exhale, warrior two, pivot your back heel down. Inhale to reverse your warrior two, up and back. Exhale, windmill your hands, cartwheel. Pivot, kick back, three-legged down dog, left leg up. Three-legged flow, chaturanga, elbows in. Feet down, inhale, up dog. Exhale, press it back, downward facing dog. You should feel your down dog opening up. And stay connected to your flow, your breath. Observe anything that's going on in your mind. Realize you're not the one talking right now. And so you could have other things going on in your mind. If you were talking, if you were guiding, you would have nothing else going on in your mind. That's what we're passing across through the experience, as long as you're deepening your focus on your breathing. Big toes together, heels up. Exhale, walk or hop to the top. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the legs, sit, reach your arms up, chair pose. Hands to your heart center. Left elbow outside your right thigh. And draw your thumbs into your chest. Keep your twist, look down. Weight into your right foot, curl your left heel into your butt. Left heel curled in, and bring your hands back to your heart center. Yes, draw your left knee through, lift it up in front of you. That's a little burn. Left ankle to your right thigh. Bend your right leg, sit down, reach your arms up, figure four. Great, stay with your breath. Inhale, rise, lift your left knee in front. Exhale, step down, and swan dive, lead with your chest, forward fold. Feel the belly come in. Breathe in. Halfway lift. Plant the palms. Step, jump, or float. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Tops of the feet. Exhale, take it back. Downward facing dog. And you feel it. We're going to stretch the outer right hip. Take your gaze forward and step your left foot all the way through. Pivot your back heel down. And so you got warrior two legs, and start to swing your right arm. And so you're bearing no weight in your right shoulder. Feel the swing. Inhale, rise all the way up, warrior two. And straighten your front leg, pull your hips back. And drop the tail, lift the heart, hips back, reach forward. Exhale, bring your left hand down to your ankle. Take your right arm up, make those T arms. And if you need more, turn your back heel out so that your toes face in. Shoulders away from the ears. Ribs in, twist. Exhale, lift your gaze up towards your hand. And you started all of this in your chair twist. Same ability to move your right ribs back. Stay with your ground, feet down. Take a breath on your inhale, rise, come up. Bend your front leg, warrior two. Take a breath in. Exhale, cartwheel your hands, top of the mat. Pivot your back heel high, bend your right knee. Exhale, step to the top. Breathe in, halfway lift. And breathe out, forward fold. And bend your legs, sit back. Hips low, arms up in your chair. Hands to your heart center. Twist, right elbow outside your left thigh. And strengthening your upper back, draw your thumbs in. Keep your twist, look down, and curl your right heel into your bum. And so it's finding the balance of the elbow coming into the thigh, the leg staying bent, and the thigh pushing back out into the elbow. Keep your palms together, square, hands in front. Ooh, you'll feel it if that outer left hip, little burn. Stand up, lift your right knee. Yes, right ankle to your left thigh. Figure 4, sit down, reach your arms up. And feel it as you turn the knee out. And breathe in, rise, lift your right knee up. Exhale, step down, swan dive. Lead with your chest, draw your navel in and up. Hey, no rush. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, plant the palms, step, jump or float, chaturanga. Inhale through your upward facing dog. Exhale, press back into your downward facing dog. Hey, if you're floating, land softly. From your down dog, take a breath in. Gaze, exhale, step right foot all the way through. Pivot your back heel down. Set your warrior 2 legs and start to swing your left arm forward and back. Bearing no weight in the shoulder. Feel the arm swing. And we're still breathing while we're swinging. On your inhale, come all the way up, warrior 2. Shoulders over your hips. Land in a soft gaze, straighten your front leg. Hips back, reach forward. Right hand down, grab your ankle. And keep working your front leg straight. Left arm up into the T. The back heel kicks out so your toes turn in slightly. And ribs in and then twist, just like you did and where you started in your chair twist. Feel your feet, inhale, rise, come on up. Bend your leg, exhale into your warrior 2. And take a breath in. Exhale, windmill your hands down to the top. And pivot square, back heel high. Bend your left leg, step your left foot to the top. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Step back. Separate your feet hip width. Then take your peace fingers, hook your big toes. Head down, turn your elbows out away from each other. Now you're pulling on your big toes, but press your big toes down into your peace fingers. And that's going to get you a different line coming right up through the center of your hamstrings. If you just pull the toes up and you rock to the pinky toe sides, the sensation's going to drop lower in the hamstring, more above the back of the knee. Press the big toes down into the peace fingers, and then feel right into the middle, the belly of your hamstrings. Take one more breath. Soften the grip, bring your hands in front. Heel toe your feet together, big toes touch. Pop the heel, squeeze the inner thighs, and bring your bum down to your heels, and double toe stand. Both hands on the tops of your thighs, and get your torso vertical so your spine is stacked. You maintain your balance in the balls of your feet, spread your knees apart. And as you drop the heels, drop the hips. Okay, take your fists, put your knuckles together in front of your chest, and your triceps in front of your shins. Push your knuckles together, take your gaze down. Okay, this can be enough if you want more. Okay, the hands, clasp the fingers in between the ankles and your bum. And keep your gaze down so you're not putting any kinks in your neck, cervical spine. And we've done a couple things today, getting into your lats, into your upper back. Make sure you're not shrinking your neck. And shoulders still remain down away from your ears. You got to see where you're at today. And soften your grip if you went for the clasp. And bring your hands out in front. Straighten your arms. Shoulders back, neck is long. Suck your low belly in. Start to lift your butt. And then step your left foot back. Step your right foot back. Come into a high plank. And draw with your belly. Exhale, lower halfway down. Inhale, press back up, straight arms. Exhale, lower halfway down. Inhale, back up, straight arms. Exhale, lower halfway down. Inhale up, straight arms. 2 more, lower halfway down. Press back up. 1 more, halfway down. Exhale, press up, lift your hips. And feel it, take the curve out of your spine. And feel your tailbone lift. Should feel good opening through your front body. Look at your hands. Step your right foot all the way through. Soften your left knee down. Untuck the toes. Inhale, rise. Reach your arms up. Ground through your front foot. Both hands behind your head. Interlace your fingers. Elbows wide. Shoulders down. Tilt the gaze up. And let it extend you up through your spine. And make yourself wider across your front body. Stay with your front foot. And slowly bring your gaze and hands down to the ground. Tuck your back toes, lift your knee, and feel that extension from your low back. Strengthen your legs. Pivot your back heel down. Right hand stays. Sweep your left arm back, and then reach your left arm all the way over. An extended side angle. And left leg is straight, and right knee stacked over your ankle. Okay, you got to put more weight into your back foot, and then check it out. You can hover your right hand off the ground. Okay, you can even play with reaching your right arm back, okay, in line with your left leg. And bring your right hand back to the mat. Pivot, square, left hand down. And back heel turns high. Got it. Step back into your high plank, high push-up. Outer edge of your left foot. Before you lift your right hand, step your right foot behind your left leg. Okay, now you rip it open across the chest. Use your right foot. Okay, be mindful not to over-rotate in your bottom shoulder. Reach your right arm up. And draw with your belly. Soft bend to your knees. Bring your gaze and right hand down. Pivot square, straight legs. Exhale, chaturanga. Tops of the feet. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, press back. Come into your downward facing dog. Feel the tailbone lift. Keep opening the expression, the extension through your spine. Look at your hands. And let's go. Step your left foot through. Soften your right knee down. Tuck the toes. Hips in. Reach your arms up. Anjaneyasana. And so the key, nobody ever really told me, stay firm through your front foot. Hands behind your head. And in this way, you're lifting up out of your low back. And supporting yourself as you continue to break down the resistance in your hips. And then you can actually feel the openness across your chest. Your shoulder blades should be able to move in towards your spine. On your exhale, belly in, gaze, and hands down. And tuck your back toes, lift the knee, fill that void, strengthen your legs. Pivot your right heel down, feel it flat. Left hand stays outside, just like we did earlier. Sweep your right arm back, reach it up, and all the way over. You gotta have the space in your hips. If not, put something underneath your left hand, a block or a water bottle. Left knee over your left ankle. And we can play with the ground in that back foot. Hover your left hand off the mat. Keep breathing. You could sweep that straight left arm back on the line of your right leg. Yes, it's scissoring to keep your heart lifting up. And bring your left hand down. Ooh, gaze and right hand down. We didn't work those lats for nothing. Pivot your back heel high. Step back into your high plank. Yes, before you lift your left hand, outer edge of your right foot, left foot behind. Okay, your gaze is down. And then you're going to open it up across your chest. Use your left foot. Make sure to not over-rotate in your bottom shoulder. And dip the hips. Bring your gaze and left hand down. Pivot square into your plank. Straight legs, kick through the heels. Exhale, bend your arms, chaturanga. Tops of the feet, inhale, upward facing dog. Yes, exhale, come on back. Downward facing dog. Great job, everybody. And come down onto your knees. Crawl forward. If you'd like a little sip of water, take a sip. And once you're done with your water, bring your feet around in front. Soles of your feet together, knees apart. And grab onto your ankles to start. And you rock your sitting bones down evenly. And then we'll take it a little further. Hands grab the back sides of your feet. And squeeze them together. And lift your heart. And then start to bring your chest forward. And we're not yet quite rounding through the low back, so you want to feel the shoulder girdle tilt, meaning your breastplate bone is up, and your shoulders are wrapping down on your back. And breathe down through your inner thighs. Fairly open to the groin. You see if you're making some progress in the external rotation of your hips, and draw your chin back up. And keep your legs in the butterfly shape. Interlace the fingers behind your head, and then tilt back onto your sacrum, so you're right above your tailbone. Keep your feet together, knees apart, and you're floating in your Baddha Konasana. Take an inhale. Exhale, knees and elbows touch. Inhale, lift the chest up. Exhale, knees and elbows touch. Inhale, lift the elbows up. Exhale, knees and elbows touch. Good. Lift the elbows up. Keep the legs as slowly as you can. Tuck your chin and let your low back come down onto the ground. Okay, breathe in. Exhale, elbows and knees touch. Inhale, take it out. Exhale, elbows to knees. Inhale, take it out. Exhale, elbows to knees. You can do it. Let's go. Inhale out. Exhale, touch. Inhale out. Exhale, touch. 5 more. 4. 3. Last one. Yes, bring your feet down, head to the ground. Legs bent, knees pointing straight up. Bring your arms down by your sides. And if you need to adjust, tuck your shoulder blades in and set your back nice and flat. Take a breath into your chest, and let's set up your bridge pose. So your feet are set hip width or a little bit wider. And heels out, roll your hips up. Arms can stay by your sides. You might feel pretty open in this today. Interlace the fingers beneath you. Walk your shoulder blades under once on each side. Squeeze your hands so your palms are sealed shut. Now press your wrists down, lift your hips up. Make sure your breath is moving. That's your yoga practice. Beyond simply the physical experience, and then lower your hips down. You may need to scoot yourself down. I got a little far off my mat there, so scoot down. And you can either do another bridge as you just did, but it'll never be the same twice, or flip your hands beside your ears, lift your bum, and take a little pit stop. Top of the head, hands set, elbows in, and exhale, press up into your wheel. Wheels, tuck the chin, elbows in, upper back land, middle spine bridge, and everybody hips down on the ground. And keep your knees away, but let them fall in towards each other. And there's reasons why we don't pull the knees in. The moment you pull the knees in, even though you might think it feels good, right, you're shortening and compressing through your low back. And if we're going to go back into, right, the extension of our spine, we'd like to keep that space open, even though giving it a break. Right here, letting your knees fall in. Third back bend, bridge, listen to your body, or wheel. Spread the knees, feet, and then hands beside. So my fingertips point towards my feet. The heel of the hands may not make it all the way down to start, but the elbows are in. Feet ground, hips up, top of the head. Set the hands, and then exhale, come on up. Wheel, tuck the chin, upper back. Middle back, lower back. Bridge, hips down, let your knees fall in. Everybody, arms by your sides. Take a moment here. And there's something about the fire, the prana, the rush through the connection. What you've bred, what you created, and through all the breaths you've taken thus far on your mat today, and experience it. This is your body, this is your mind right now. Heel toe your feet together. Bring your knees in towards your chest, and then kick both legs up towards the ceiling, towards your sky. Hope you're practicing somewhere beautiful and warm. Flex your ankles, keep your arms out into the T, and then keep your legs straight. You're going to roll your hips, legs go to the right, and without your legs touching the ground, press into that left palm. Breathe in, bring your legs back up to center, and exhale, roll your hips, legs to the left, and keep your shoulders as heavy as you can. Hover those feet. Kick through the heels. Inhale, rise back to center. And exhale, take your legs down to the right. Inhale, rise to center. Exhale, bring your legs down to the left. One more round. Inhale, legs to center. Exhale, straight legs to the right. Inhale, legs to center. And exhale, legs to the left. You can do it. Inhale, legs back to center. And bend your legs, bring your feet down onto the ground. And full breath in through your nose. Out through your nose. And let your legs go straight. Interlace the fingers behind your head. And keep your shoulders and your legs nice and heavy. And curl your chin into your chest. And roll your head back down onto the ground. Take your arms overhead. Point your toes. Full body stretch. Let's use your core strength. Bring both knees into your chest. Should feel pretty light. Take your hands, tuck them behind your knees. Rock up and down the line of your spine. And you can take this transition as slowly as you'd like. And coming to down dog with the option for a flow. Cross your right ankle over your left. Heels to butt. Roll over your shins. And step back. Jump back. Float back. And chaturanga. Up dog. And exhale, meeting in your downward facing dog. Awesome. Feel your down dog wings today. On your next exhale, right knee outside your right wrist and set up for a single pigeon. Hope you got a good little sweat. It's cold in the lobby and I am sweating. That's the internal heat that you're building with your breath. You could be probably in a 30, 40 degree room and still be sweating when you build this internal heat. And with your breath, come down to your forearms. And at the outer right hip, thigh, and you might feel it behind the knee. Release anything that's more sharp shooting. You want to make an adjustment. And sometimes you got a knee that's pretty bad or an ankle. You can just turn this over and do thread the needle lying on your back so you're not putting your body's weight with gravity into your knee, into your ankle. And slow down the breathing, slow down the exhale. And once again, check in. See where you're at right now. Keeping your right leg bent, come up to your palms, please. Rock to your right hip. You grab the back of your left knee, swing your left leg around. And then we can adjust. Scoot your bum to the left a little bit. And then your right knee is pointing straight to the middle of your mat. Left foot steps outside. And as flat as we can get this left foot. And then notice how your left bum cheek wants to lift. So take your left hand behind. And ground through your left bum cheek. Inhale, reach your right arm up. Exhale, right elbow outside your left thigh. And feel the ground, take a breath. And as you exhale, twist. And as you inhale, come back to center. And take your right hand outside. And you grab your left shin, swing your left leg back behind you. And both hands in front, tuck your back toes. And press yourself back into your downward facing dog. Feel the release for your right leg. And set into your down dog. Should feel even more open, especially on that right side. And take a breath. Let's exhale. Left knee, left wrist. And setting up single pigeon. And get that left heel to come up. And square your hips. That's when they get you into the outer hip stretch. And those of you that are really tight, this heel is going to be further back towards the base of your pelvis, and that's all good as long as you're feeling it. And support through your knee. And because it tight out our hip, okay, it's going to Probably have a relationship with a tight knee. Come down onto your elbows. And breathe in through the nose, out through the nose. And let's make your way back up to your palms. Lean to your left hip, right hand back. Grab the outside or the back of your knee and bring your right leg forward. Scoot your bum towards the right. And bend your left leg so your left knee is pointing straight through the top middle of your mat. Bring your right foot over and flatten that right foot. It's probably going to lift the right hip off the mat. Now take your right hand behind and get your right sitting bone to ground. And keep your right foot flat. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, elbow outside the thigh. And lift through your heart. And shoulders down. And as you exhale, rotate a little deeper. Cleared it all up, everybody. Blue skies again. Slowly inhale, come back to center. Then take your left hand off to the side. Right hand grabs your right shin. Uncross, swing your right leg behind you. Hands in front, tuck your toes. Lift the knee, press the mat away. And let's feel the openness of your left hip. Downward facing dog. And you might be able to stretch this one out a little bit deeper. Everything we did in the lats and through the upper back. Your hips and your legs. And good feelings, everyone. Come down onto your knees. Sit on your shins. And we're going to set up for a full rabbit pose today. So your butt is in your heels. So if you take your palms, turn them and face open towards the front of your mat. And then lean forward a little bit and grab the heels of your feet. And so your thumbs are on the outside, fingers on the inside. My arms have to bend a little bit. Shoulders roll back, lift your chin up. And then close the throat. Tuck the chin to your chest. Draw your belly in. As you exhale, start to roll yourself down. And so you're curling into a little ball. Your head touches the ground, but you're not putting a lot of weight down. Through your head, put the weight down and through the tops of the feet. Hold on to your heels and then start to draw your hips up. Slowly bring your hips down. And hands under your shoulders. Head is heavy. I would invite you to close your eyes. And then feel, I know the instinct is to just spring yourself back up, but if you go slow, close the eyes, head above your heart. And we should do full rabbit. A more great way to relieve and to release. And the stress, the fight or flight. You land, feel the groundedness, feel yourself as a root within yourself. And connected to your peaceful mind. ready, you're welcome to open your eyes. Have some water if you'd like to. And turn around to lie down onto your backs. Head to the top. And take your legs out straight, please. And go ahead and lie down. Let your breath go. Let your body release. And if you'd like to shake your head out a couple times. And if you'd like to cover your eyes with something. And release the expression on your face. Soften your jaw. And let's set up for our final resting pose today, Shavasana. A lot of times I'll say, good job at the end of a practice. Good job, everyone. And really what we're expressing is this feeling of accomplishment, and through the practice of self-realization, being with and sensations in our body, being honest with ourselves, and observing whatever is going on through our minds with less judgment. Ideally, no judgment, but less judgment is better than more judgment. And so we're learning this process of what it means to let go of the attachments in our mind. It can be pretty deep and quite profound in your living room, right, on the floor of your bedroom, in the middle of a yoga studio in Los Angeles, somewhere across the world, on your deck, wherever you are, wherever you're practicing from today. And let yourself feel and open up to what you're feeling right now. I find it absolutely fascinating that, well, as far as I know, there's not two human experiences that are the same. Every single one of us have our own unique experience to entertain and throughout our lives. I think it's very important that we celebrate, we explore, and we dig deep sometimes for the positive perspective, and share that with one another. So please continue to be kind to yourself, take care of yourself, support yourself, support each other, reach out. Send me an email, send me a message, reach out. Take your time here. You're welcome to stay as long as you'd like. And have a beautiful rest of your day, everybody. And thank you for your practice today.